everyone. So today we're going to talk about customer orders. So we are one of the very select shops, the very few shops that there is that can provide customized orders or personalized orders. You can't go into an Edgar's and pull a t-shirt off and go, hi, I'd like this, but can you make the sleeves a bit shorter and can you add my mom's name on it? And you can't go into Pick n Pay and say, I really like this milk, but I'd like 100 mils less of it. The only shops I can think of where you can do these sort of things is 3-at-1, Photo First, any of those photo printing shops. There you can go and get your personalized mug or your wall calendar or your cushions or whatever. So from a printing point of view, those guys can do it. And then otherwise you cannot just walk in a mall and get a customized order. You walk in and you buy what's on the shelf and you walk out. So we actually very niche in the market. We're special. We can do these things. It makes us amazing and makes us amazing to customers. At the moment overseas, it's incredibly trendy. Even a lot of the retailers over there are giving people the options of, here's a cushion, do you want it in this, or this color? And that's because people are wanting their home decor personalized. It's a really big trend. Everyone wants something that's specially for them and only they have it. And whatever trends happen overseas tend to happen over here. So if you haven't already seen a pickup in it, you probably will be seeing a pickup in it, but we're also only going to see a pickup in it if we provide good service with it. So if we keep our name good with it and people are like, oh, I got this customized order at Crafters Market, it was amazing, and there we are. Everything's going to be word of mouth, right? People are going to be showing what they've done, what they got by us. And we actually have a lot of crafters that can customize things, and maybe some that you don't even know about. But I know that as soon as a customer order goes wrong, so either the crafter made a mistake or the customer made a mistake when telling us how to do something, or we made a mistake relaying information, I don't really care about where the blame is placed, whose fault it is. But when this happens and a customer starts shouting because something's wrong, and then a crafter is complaining, and then it makes us scared to take customized orders, right? It makes us wary of like, okay, so I had an issue with that crafter. I'm never going to use them again. I'm never going to use them for a customized order again. Obviously, maybe there's a crafter that continually gives you hassles or continually makes mistakes, and then yes, you probably should walk away from them. But if it's only once, you shouldn't be scared. You should be learning from that once and going, okay, why was this mistake made? Was it because I didn't take this information from the customer? Was it because I didn't relay this to the crafter? Was it because I didn't double check the crafter before they brought it, or double check the order when it arrived? Sometimes we're like, oh, thanks from the crafter, and we just wait, we phone the customer, but we don't actually look at the order ourselves and go, is this right? Is this according to what? And we should be checking it with the crafter there, like, oh, thank you. Let's just have a double check at everything. Let's look at the spelling, let's whatever. Are we double checking things when they come in, or we're just presuming they're right? Then we wait for the customer gets there, and then boom, we've now phoned the customer and said, your order's ready, great, and the customer arrives and it's wrong. And then we have a customer that's very irate, very angry, and then in turn a crafter is very angry, because now we're going to put pressure on them going, well, now it's wrong, customer says this, you didn't do this, and now they have to do it like in a day instead of the 5 days that it took them to do it in the first place. So a lot of this can be avoided if we follow certain steps. Those steps being, ask more questions, double check, like get the crafters to send you an illustration or a sketch of an image of what this thing's going to look like, that you can then send this to a customer. So we get 3 types of orders in our stores, and that's an easy one, your average medium one, and then a complicated order. Your easy orders is a customer walks in your store, they're like, hi, I like this, I want 30 of it. And it's something that a crafter makes. They're not even asking for anything to be changed. They want it exactly like that, but they now want 30, so it's a bulk order. Or they flip through a crafter's catalog on the unit, oh, I really like this one, can you order that one for me? So it's really easy because it's exactly what the crafter does, it's what they make, there's no complications to it. Boom, that's your easy order. Your average order is probably where customers change 1 or 2 things. So, I really love this signed, but can they do it in yellow? Or I really love this, but can they change the wording to this? So it's either a wording change or maybe even adding a name to a bracelet, some engraving done or whatever. So that's like an average order where they take a customer's product, but then they change it slightly, from whether it's color or writing, etc. So it's only a slight change to a customer's something that they actually already make. Then your complicated order is generally when someone comes in store and they're like, hi, I saw this on Pinterest or I saw this on Google, can you make it? And they show you a picture on their phone and you're like, I'm not sure, I don't know, I'll have to ask the crafter. And with these orders, what I find is where things generally go wrong is where we try rush things. So because the customer is in store, we really want to make that sale. So then we get on the phone with the crafter and we're like, hi, the customer wants to know if you can do this. And then the crafter doesn't really understand because they can't see the image. And then things get lost in translation. And then the crafter says yes. And then we go yes, and it will be this much. We need to slow that process down. And we need to be like, you know what? We've got quite a few crafters in our store. I'm not really sure if we can do it, but let's take the details down. Email the image to me. Let me send it to a bunch of my crafters, and let's see, number one, who comes in at the best price, and then who can actually do this order for you. So that way, you're not assuring the customer of anything. You're saying to them, let's see if we can help you. Let's go that extra step and see if we can help you, which is a great position to be in already, because no other store in the mall they're going to walk into is going to do that anyway in the first place. So, and you can say to them, we'll get back to you as soon as possible, hopefully still today, otherwise tomorrow, but we'll get back to you as soon as we possibly can. And then what you're going to do, get those details obviously in your request book, and get the image from the customer, send it to the crafter. So great, crafter now has it. Maybe give the crafter a call. Hi, this is so-and-so from whichever branch. I have emailed you about a customer request. I just wanted to let you know that I've emailed you, just so that you're aware that it's there, because I know obviously you're very busy with production. So just a courtesy call. Thank you. Have a great day. This way, the crafter's going to go and have a look. You're not sitting waiting and the customer's going, why don't I have my quote yet? The crafter's going to be curious about it, number one, and then going, okay, let me check my email. They'll check their emails, and then they'll get back to you with the quote, or yes, they can or can't do it. The problem that we find is we're the middleman, right? And the middleman's never a great place to be. We're always jammed between something. So we're always between the crafter and the customer, which can be a difficult place to be if we don't leave our communication lines open. We need those channels to be running smooth, flowing, and what you actually need to do is you need to put yourself in both people's shoes. Okay, so when a customer walks in your store, you need to put yourself in a crafter's mindset. Pretend you're the one that's making this item. So if I have to make this item, I need to know what color it's going to be. I need to know what size it's going to be. I need to know all these details. Okay. Do they want to hang it? Do they want to stand on a stand? Whatever the little questions you've had before, you know which questions I'm asking about, because crafters have asked you these questions before. You take down, generally this is what we do. Here we go. Here's the request book. Write down what you would like, because we find it easier if they write it down. But if they write it down, we're not fully understanding what's going on. And if we don't understand what's going on, when a crafter asks us, but what does this mean? We go, we don't know. We'll ask the customer. We ask the customer, they give it to us in their wording again, and we go back and forth. Whereas we could be taking that information from the customer and going, right, so if I understand you correctly, you want it done like this, and it must be hanging like this. Yes, okay, great. And you write it down. This is going to give you, when you're writing it down, you're going to understand better. So give you the understanding that when a crafter then says, okay, did they mean this when they said this? Oh no, they meant this because we actually spoke about it and I wrote it down, and so this is how. You're going to have the full set of knowledge. So put yourself in the crafter's shoes. Pretend you're the one that's going to be making this thing, and think about all those questions that you need to be asking when getting information from a customer. Then on the flip side, once you're speaking to the crafter, you need to be the customer. So when the crafter comes back with a quote, or comes back and says, okay, you know what, I think I can do this. Oh, why does he say I think? I'm a customer now. I don't want to think. I want to know. So I think I can do this. It should be like this or this. Okay, so now think like a customer and ask those questions. So when you make this, is it going to look like this, or is it going to look like this? Whatever questions you're having, don't be scared to ask the crafter. The whole point is, the more questions we ask, the more likely we are to get the right result at the end. Okay? I know we get a lot of easy orders and a lot of average orders. But we lose out a lot of money on the complicated orders because we're too scared to take them, or we don't know how to take them. Then the crafter ends up losing money, or we end up paying for it, or the company ends up paying for it. However it is, these complicated orders scare us, but they don't need to scare us as long as the communication line is right. If we say to a customer, hi, you know what, I see that and I'm really not sure if we can make it, but let me try for you. Let's see. And if you come back to that customer and go, you know what, I'm really sorry, I really tried, but unfortunately none of our crafters can make it, that customer, you haven't lost the customer. That customer is going to be like, oh, thanks for trying, I really appreciate it. Do you maybe know who can make it? No, sorry, I really don't, but I hope you come right. Good luck with finding someone that can. That customer is going to keep coming back to you. Next time they have something, they're going to ask you again, hey, can you make this one maybe? Because they know that you've tried. If you just stand there and look at something and go, yeah, no, I don't think so, they're going to be like, ugh, I never get anything out. These guys don't even try. So think about that. Think about how you could be chasing these potential customers away. Maybe not for this order, but because you tried, they come with another order because people like customized products. So that line of communication, rather have 6 emails going back and forth with you and the customer and you and the crafter to make sure that you're getting the right message across, to make sure that at the end of the day the correct product's lying there. And then when the crafter does bring it, don't just guess, don't just be like, oh, or trust. Don't just trust them if it's number one, if it's a new crafter that hasn't done a lot of stuff for you, or number 2, if you know that once or twice things have gone wrong. If it's a crafter that things are always right, there's no harm in still just having a double check. Yeah, okay, this order was supposed to be this looks right. I now feel confident to phone the customer and say, yes, I have your order here, and you're confident that it's the correct order. Okay, so that's a complicated order. Another type of order that we kind of might be missing the boat on is, Paul phoned me this morning about a query that the Grove got via email. And so this query stated, hi, I'm so-and-so, I live overseas, and I couldn't order something on your online shopping platform. And it is like that. A lot of our crafters aren't on our online shopping platform, and that is their right to be on it or not to be on it. So this lady overseas wants to buy something from the Grove to send to somewhere in Pretoria. And the Grove really wasn't quite sure what to do with this, so they sent it to Paul to get some feedback. The deal with this is it's really simple. I get these queries all the time through our website, and so I deal with them. Krista will know that I phone them and I go, hi, please can you package this for me for an online order, and I will send a courier to come pick it up. Sometimes people pay through the online, sometimes they pay via EFT. It's just a manual process of them doing it automatically on our website. So someone has emailed your store because on our website they see these products. Oh, look at that. Oh, it's available. It's in Centurion. Okay, Centurion. Let me phone Centurion or email Centurion. Hi, Centurion. I live in Cape Town and I'd really like this and I see it's available in your store. Because that's what I do on the website. I say which stores things are available in, because sometimes the craft is only in one store, so they're going to contact you directly. Now you say, oh, sorry, well, you're not in Centurion. No, you don't say, sorry, you're not in Centurion. Cool, no problem, man. We do have that product in stock. Let me first confirm how much a courier is going to cost. Can you give me the town in which it will be couriered to? So you get that information, you get the town. Then you phone me and you say, Yolandi, I need this and this to go to Cape Town. Okay, cool. If you pack it, what size will the package be? You're going to hang up the phone, you're going to pack it in a box, you're going to make it as small as possible, because the smaller the cheaper. You're going to make it as small as possible. You're going to phone me back, you're going to give me the dimensions of the box, and I'm going to be able to give you a pricing straight away on, cool, from Centurion to Cape Town, a box that's 10 centimeters by 5 centimeters is going to cost you 82 Rand. So you can quote the customer 82 Rand. Boom, there you go. You're going to give the customer the price of the item, the courier price. They're going to EFT that quote, and it's going to go to your store as a sale. Not through me. Guys, if it's through me, and I'm more than happy to do it. If it's something that's too complicated because it comes from 3 stores or whatever, you send it to me, I'll do it with pleasure. But you're going to miss out on that sale. And that's why I'm trying to not let you miss out on. This is another avenue of opportunity. When they email your store, email them back. Sure, no problem. I will get this done for you. And yeah, see what you can get through your store. Let's say your store even doesn't have a laser cutting crafter. So your store happens to be the one that doesn't have someone that can make a wedding favor. And someone walks in your store and goes, I want 50 key rings with this engraving on. instead of going, sorry, we don't do it, you go, ma'am, let me find out which crafter can do it for you. I will get a quote for you. Let's get all your details. You can then ask me and say, Yolandi, which crafter does this? Or you can phone Gerald or one of your area managers, which crafter can do this? And still order it through the crafter, even though they're not in your store, and get that sale. There's no problem with that. That customer is going to come back to your store, pick it up there, be very happy. They've paid via EFT, sales gone through your store, and we're happy days. Because customer orders is a key part of our business, guys. This is somewhere where you guys can make target, where you can up those sales a little bit, and don't leave everything up to your manager. Like if someone says, and also don't leave it up to customers to come to you and ask for something. Hi, can you do this? Oh, please speak to my manager. They'll take it down for you. God, this is something you can be selling on the floor, okay? When I'm standing at a unit and I'm standing at, I've got to think of someone now. It was WZD at the time. But I see someone standing at WZD's unit, which was a laser cutting crafter that we used to have. And they're standing there and they're going and they're picking something up. And I come home, hi, how you doing? Can I help with anything? No thanks. Oh, I just want to let you know that these guys, they do customized things. So if you wanted a different type of keyring or you wanted different writing on there, we could do a customized order for you. Oh, that's such a great idea. That's even better than what I was thinking. God, you got to plant the seed into a customer's mind as well. And that's where you sales guys on the floor come into play. You need to know which crafters can do what. And then once you've sold and you pitched the idea, then you come, we fill out a request order and get a quote, and bam, you have a customer order awaiting. But guys, this is something we should be selling. This is part of communication, part of interaction. It's something to talk about even. Oh, yeah, that is great. And like, I would love it in green. Oh, can you get it in green? Yeah, this crafter customizes these things, so you can get it in green. So green would match my house because I have green curtains. Easy, simple. It's a short interaction. And now you've given a customer this thought of, oh, wow. And then they could be like, what else can you customize? And then you can say, well, we can also do this or this or this. But the only time I feel like we do customer orders is when someone actually comes in our store and then goes, hi, I'm looking for this. Hi, I want to do this. So, and those are generally the very complicated orders. Whereas if someone's already looking at a product and you know it can be customized, easy sale, guys. It's already a product the customer makes, and we're just changing the color or the writing, and there we go. We have another customized order. So have a think about those things. I'm going to, at the end of this, you guys are going to do an exercise where you as a team, you're going to walk through the store, and every single craft you have, you're going to do it for the time slot that you have. If you don't make it through the whole store, don't stress. But do as many as you can. Start at the top and be like, okay, crafter BNT, customized orders? No, they don't do customized orders. Next crafter, yes. And then what they do. I want to see as a team, you'll probably find out that you didn't even know a certain crafter could do something, but two of your staff did, or one of your staff members did, because they actually had an interaction with the crafter. So let's have a look at that. Walk through your store, pick up who can do what and where, and then I'll give you guys feedback. Maybe there's even a crafter that can do something and none of you even knew it, and I can be like, hey guys, did you know so-and-so can also do this? I know that it's not the easiest thing, especially when things go wrong, but when things go right, people love you for this, and they spread the word, and then someone else comes and orders that same thing again. And it's really great to make people happy, and when customers come in, we're giving them something they can't get at any other store. And that's what's going to make them come in again and again. And their friend that receives that gift's going to be like, wow, where did you get this made? At Crafters Market. Wow. And they're going to think of another friend that would like something else. And this is how it works, guys. But at the end of the day, it works properly if you keep that communication line running properly. So let's focus on that. Let's have a think about that. And yeah, any questions you're going to fill out on the form as well. You can let me know if you have any questions with regards to it. And good luck with customer orders.